on our call, but the idea here is that Adan is doing exterior panel shop drawings. And the idea of exterior panel shop drawings is, as you see the things being laid outside, we want to do this for Brahmin, 3 stories tall. And the goal here is every time we have a window, we will center the window as much as we can. And we will have a king stud and jack stud. And we're not going to have any crazy hardware because the headers are going to then just load-wise fall onto these jack studs. All right, and then they transfer the loads down. What Adam has done, and is really important, is to map it out against the current conditions so we can see if these are good. You know what I mean by that is we need to manually see if all the window locations are good. Good, bad, yeah? Bad, bad, good, good. So when I say bad, what I mean here is give you an example. There's no space for a trimmer stud. And I think what we want to do is to add a space. So we need to shift this over slightly. All right. And so I've looked at this before, so I know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'd be very carefully looking through these. So we're going to go into Revit. And I don't have, because Adam has not given me a 2D mapping. And when I say 2D mapping, it is, I mean by this thing here, to show where the studs are and where the windows need to be. Adan, if you can hear me, give me a 2D mapping. The problem here is this 2D mapping is not correct because it's 2.5. This would be 1.5. And the proper mapping for the windows need to give me another secondary tick, which means it needs to be here. So either way, though, the windows need to be at center. That's really it. So we're going to go here, and we're going to center the windows. And go back out of the group. Center the windows. And so also when it's like this, I need a new center point. Let's see. Maybe it's worth it for me to do right now. So probably shouldn't be worth it for me. I think Adan is doing a better job at this anyways, just in case. And this is fine because I'm recording it so that you'll have reference to it as well. There's a bunch of multi-layer things going on here. And the reason is because there's a lot of on-off visibility parameters that is being shown here. So each one of these has its own element, and so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so this is a window. This here is a visibility for when the window is on the left. What that means is that when it's on the left, just realistically speaking, what it means is we have a 5.5 here, and then we have a 1.5 trimmer, and then this is a 1.5, and we have another 1.5 trimmer, and so that the midpoint of the window will be here. Does that make sense? So what that really means is this thing should change when it's so what this really means is this is going to be a pin to a middle. So this only exists when this thing shows up in the middle, and then when it's here, when it's moved over 2 inches, this will only exist when it's on the right side, when there's a right corner, and we're going to move it 2 inches when it exists on the left side. I actually think it's not going to work because it ignores everything. But anyways, let's try that. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete all of this. And I'm going to do close and sync. It's still a V1 panel, which is unfortunate. It really should now just be called a 4-foot panel, but let's see here. I'll drop it in all the same. It should be a V3 panel, but I'll change that a little bit. For now, I'm going to just keep it as a V1. And I'm going to override everything. So all of these should tick and move. There we go. And so similarly, this would tick and move. Good. And so that means we finish. And what that means is now when I do align, there's no alignment here. Well, that's my fault. Okay, so let's try it again. What I'm missing in this is actually line. And this line needs to be similarly ticked. So here this is when it's the left side. This one is in the middle. And this one is on the right side. And then push it back in there. So moving forward, we'll call this a 4-foot panel. We won't have a V component to it. We'll just trust that there is a V in there. And then, so now, because I have this tick in here, I can do align. I can do the windows. This is unpinned. Align. Window. Can this window not move? Align. Window. There it goes. So with this understanding is that I will be able to have a 2x here, a 2x here, and the windows there. Same thing here. This is aligned with the window. And as you saw earlier, it was all the corner conditions. So I'm going to clean up the corners. And this window. And you can see like this one takes into consideration this is butting against this, so there's a 2x here and space for a 2x here. And then same thing here. Moving ever so slightly. Same thing here. Ever so slightly. These shouldn't need changes. This shouldn't need any change. And then up front. Shouldn't change. So Don, I'm hoping that by doing all of these shifts today, that you're not going to run into any issues. This here happens to be the third floor. So I'm just going to quickly go down to this second, the other 2 floors to make sure. I could do this in the elevations as well. I think it's safer to do it here. This is my mistake. The issue here is this was changed, but it was not changed on the other one. Meaning, no, never mind, it's good. This is right. This should be right. This should be right. At a certain point, right, because we got this right, it's just about executing. It's just about making sure that you're following through, going through all of these, which I have no concern that you will be able to do flawlessly, um, Anthony, because this really needs to be done up front so that when Adon is doing the shots, he will have everything in the right space. Although Adon with Red Pro, you'll be able to do this yourself too. This, this. So what we did just now is do all the corner windows and resolve those. So I'm expecting once you sync again, Adon, that you will see all of those. So now I'm going to go back to this drawing here and look at this with these triangles. So we've done this. We've done all the corner windows, right? And this one's been fixed. Don't know what happened there. And then these, okay, 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 okay. And I say they're okay. They are good. And then these have been okay as well. Let's go up a page. This has been fixed. Fixed. And then these are okay, visually speaking. I'm hoping Adon that next time when you do those passes, and by the way, Adon had noted that some of the windows are problematic, which is, kind of after his review, and it gives me a pass at fixing these things, or puts it on our radar. Because as a whole, as a team, a lot of things may not be on the radar until later on. So this is done. Add trigger studs for our Wednesday call. Highlight when task completed. Oh yes, no. All right. And then this one, you see, we shifted this over to add that trimmer stud, and we did that. So that's good. This I fixed. Good. This no trimmers is okay. And then go back, last window. Yeah, this one's weird. Let me just check this one. This one here is going to east. This one's been fixed. This has been fixed. Fixed. All right, I need to map this one too. Okay, so building to east. I'm painting this to you as well. As you saw, it's this comment here, right? Here. Yeah. So this is okay. It looks like there's enough. And then this looks like it's okay. It looks like enough. So this should be good. To include the trimmer. Now these two, so let's figure out where this is. I want one in day 2. And to know day 2, I would go into let's do second floor day 2. And these are here. One is at between grid line 8, and one is at between grid line 9. So in grid line 8, all right, so here's the thing. These show grid lines halftone. It will help with positioning. Grid line 8 is right in the middle, so that should be these panels here. Grid line 9 is 2 panels over, so it should be this panel here. Another way of checking it is that there's significant more space on the left side as there is right. Okay, all right. And then we added another one on this one here. I believe that's a 201B right here. And that would be here. Okay, and that's it. All right, thanks, Adon.